but you just have people just run their fingers through my hair.
I love this movie, and I'm not gonna lie, I went like 10:30 at night, and it was like a theater full of adults, which is great, and they were having the best time ever.
What neighborhood was that in?
North Hollywood.
Really?
So what is it you think it is about animated movies that kind of reach all ages? What is that magic?
Well, you probably know in your own way, like I think I know, that animated films, if they're really good, there's a little wink at the adults too. You know, like the old Bugs Bunny when I was a kid. They'd say things that the kids were never going to get.
Like the Long Island iced tea joke.
Right, all that stuff. We throw a little bit of that in there for the parents to keep them perked up while they're bringing their kids to the movie. And I think that people, in the end, you could have a documentary about wildlife in Brazil. You could have a movie about war. You could have a comedy about dating, whatever it is. If it's good, people are going to be drawn to it. If it's funny and honest and it has a bit of a heart to it, and it's well done. I mean, the DreamWorks crowd, Tom and everybody that runs animation, Tom was directing the film, but those people that run animation at DreamWorks, you know, this is a cliche, but they really know what they're doing. They know how to make a movie.
I know you have a ton of siblings, so do you feel like you related more to the boss baby in this film or Tim growing up?
Well, I'm the oldest son, so I was treated a little differently by my dad and his dad. I wrote a memoir, a book that just came out. In it, I talk about my childhood where I was treated a little differently because I was the first son. I really did get my butt shined a lot by them then. And so I'm definitely the boss baby. I was boss baby.
Bam! I'm the boss.
And obviously being a baby kind of has its perks. Is there anything from being a baby that you wish what you could pass off now in adulthood? Like, I kind of wish there was still like nap time, mandatory nap times and work and stuff.
That's a good one. Nap time could work for me. I also think just a constant amount of what I'll call delicate attention. You know, not paparazzi taking your picture or people coming up and slapping you on the back and saying, I think you're funny on Saturday Night Live or what have you. But you just have people just run their fingers through my hair and just rub me like when you're a baby. You just get massaged and loved and just the way you're treated. I could go for that, I think.
And throughout the movie, Boss Baby and Tim both have to step out of their comfort zones a little in order to kind of achieve the mission that they have.
No way. No. Itchy, plushy, puffy pants.
Is there a role in your career that kind of pushed you the most out of your comfort zone?
I guess Trump, doing Trump for SNL.
Yes, this is real life. This is really happening.
Because this is not somebody who I hate or despise, but not somebody that I can really relate to in any way that makes any sense to me at all. So when they asked me to do him for TV, for the television show, I was kind of baffled because I thought, oh God, what am I going to do? So, you know, the angle that I chose was to make Trump just miserable all the time, regardless of what happens, good or bad. He's the same level of misery throughout. But, and then there's plays I've done where I did Macbeth at the Public Theater. That was incredibly difficult because you have to speak in
the language and then be in front of an
Shakespeare
audience.
and play the scenes, and that was incredibly challenging for me because I hadn't done that much of it. I wasn't trained at Juilliard and so forth, so with a very classic training. So that was difficult too, I find.
And last thing, I'm polling for a Boss Baby 2. Do you have a pitch for what you would want to see in a sequel?
I think Boss Baby is called in to become an advisor to the president. He gets a cabinet position, and he gets into the Trump administration.
I've got to deal with the KID.
It's so much fun. I love it.
Or maybe we want to say it's the Trump administration, but he gets involved in politics.
He'd be a good politician, I feel like.
Yeah, I think that Boss Baby needs to go to Washington to try to sort things out.
I love it. I'd go see that, definitely.
Don't wear nautical. It's not even Friday.
Come on, you're putting this thing on.
You're gonna make me? You can't make me, punk.